How you feel about the backlash that Jay-Z got for going to, Tom Brady Hall of Fame ceremony, but not going to any of the 50th anniversary of hip hop events?
When we brought Jay-Z to Millersville University in the spring of 1997, it's been 25 years, and I have seen the growth of Sean Carter. When I met him backstage at our concert and we took our photos, he was just about to drop In My Lifetime Volume 1. Reasonable Doubt was already out. In My Lifetime Volume 1 was about to drop. That's when he did our concert. He opened up for KRS-One, who had just dropped Step Into My World. That was the hot song at the time. I followed Jay-Z since meeting him that night. And I've seen his growth and his expansion. And I think Mr. Sean Carter would have to agree with me. If it wasn't for hip hop, music, and culture, he might not be the mega star, mega billionaire that he is. Therefore, I would have to agree that the criticism against Jay-Z is well earned. You have no right honoring a white man, Tom Brady, who's never done anything of significance for the black community, and the NFL, who has destroyed black men's careers, Colin Kaepernick included, and continues to do so. You had no right celebrating Tom Brady's NFL career and at the same time not perform at the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Because guess what, Art? Most of us will not be around at the 100th anniversary of hip hop. If you're in your 40s, you'll be 100 years old or almost so when the centennial hip hop celebration come around. So this was really Jay-Z's only moment to really honor the culture at the time the culture was being celebrated. And I believe Jay-Z owed it to hip hop to perform at the 50th anniversary. I do believe he was wrong. I'm not canceling him. I'm not throwing him under the bus, because I do think him and Beyonce does a lot more than a lot of these other celebrities. I'll give them that. They do a lot more than a lot of these other celebrities, but he was wrong for that. If you're going to celebrate the white man, you should have came and celebrate the black man. And I just hope Jay-Z isn't suffering from black male narcissism. We get successful as black men, Art, and we start thinking we God, and we start thinking we're better than other blacks, and we're too good to be around other blacks. So I hope Mr. Sean Carter remembers his roots in the Marcy projects in Brooklyn. And I hope he remembers, everything he had to go through to get to where he is, and that he hasn't forgotten where he comes from. He should have performed. And I'm going to say this, he can make it right. He can make it right. He needs to do a performance, a concert, a free concert. That's what he needs to do. He needs to do a free concert for all hip hop heads in celebration of the 50th anniversary of hip hop. It'll be 51 now soon, but he can still make it right. It ain't too late for him to make it right. But was he wrong for celebrating Tom Brady and not celebrating 50 years of hip hop? You damn straight he wrong. Look at all the people who paved the way for Jay-Z, from Big Daddy Kane, to LL, to Biggie himself. Jay-Z, like all of us, wherever we are, if you're black and successful, you standing on a lot of shoulders. A lot of people helped Jay-Z get where he got, and for him not to come and pay homage, that was wrong. That's just like if there's a celebration of black consciousness and they invite Dr. Umar to come, being the most prominent black consciousness voice in the world, and I don't go. The only way I could justify it, Art, in Jay-Z's possible defense, if he wanted to do it and they was somehow disrespecting him or undermining him, or the people in charge was enemies of his and his ops, or he didn't feel comfortable, if he thought it was a setup, you do have to allow a person to tell their truth. Jay-Z may have an explanation for why he wasn't there. So I do want to grant him that consideration. I do want to grant Jay-Z that consideration. But even with that being said, Art, Jay-Z owes it to the black community and the hip hop community in particular. He owes them an explanation as to why he didn't show. And if he says, I don't owe anybody an explanation, then that's clearly a classic case of narcissism. And I would lose a lot of respect for him, and so would a lot of other people if he says, I'm not going to tell why because I don't owe nobody an explanation. You wouldn't be a billionaire without black music. You owe us an explanation, brother.